Alright, welcome back. Been a while, I didn't film any videos because summer I've mostly been driving. Now the winter's here, started to do a bit of modifications. So today I installed the Dakota digital speed adapter. So I now have a speed sensor sending speed to my ECM. Contrary to popular belief, you don't really need a speed sensor to run especially manual, old school manual, or electronically controlled transmissions. But I wanted to be able to log my actual speed, so I'll see what difference it will actually make. I've been driving without a speed sensor, well, at least since spring. No issues. I tuned it, worked fine. So it's not really a need, but a lot of people are saying it works better. I guess you have to keep watching future videos. We'll see how good actually it works. But today I just installed it on. I was not planning on filming the actual installation on the transmission. It's fairly simple, but I did run into one issue. If it would have been a normal one, without the cable pass-through, would fit no issues. But since I wanted to keep the cable drive, it's hitting the floor, so I'm probably gonna have to modify the floor or do something about it. Right now, just wired it in and see if it will work it electronically. See how that works. So I'll show you how to wire it into the ECM because I got no wires there. I took it off. I have to reinstall it. And we'll cut the footage here. We'll show the installation on a tranny. I will add that later on. You'll see it live. And then we'll carry on. So the floor is too close. Can't really fit my finger between the two. It's loose now. I gotta take it off again. See if I can modify the floor to make it fit. Oh. So 20 is your reference signal, and power back. There. So here I have the wire from the sensor, and these two wires are going to the ECM. Now I just need to do is connect these together. I'm gonna cut it extra long just in case, you never know. So I installed the green on number 20 on the red connector. It should be single going to ground. So 20 should be going to ground. I'm just gonna do it temporarily for now. So in case I'm wrong, well, I can always just untwist it and then connect it properly. I'll solder it later. So this one should be the proper color. So it's 20 on the red connector. Should be going. It should be your signal coming back to the ECM. We'll test and see. If it's correct, then I'll solder these together later. I mean, this time of year I don't drive it much anyway, so it's not really a big issue right now. Alright, so we're here with all the extra wires. Like everything else, it's all temporary in here. Time for testing. So, I already changed final drive, and we'll see if it's accurate or not. We'll test and see. I don't remember if I actually loaded this one, so I'll just re-flash it just in case I didn't do it. And I'll go for a little test drive, see how it works. Alright, let's see. I'll start recording, make sure I'm not saying I'm going super fast even if I'm stopped. Let's see how it works. Well, saying 0. I'll see. Motor's cold right now. Nope. Didn't wait long enough for the fuel pump to prime enough. Alright. Try this out. Alright, looks I need at first thought I thought it was not working. It was just way off, so Alright, let's go for test number 2. Looks better already. It's about 10 miles an hour off. I adjusted at least, got proof of concept it actually works, so it's all good. More interesting view from here. Wet road, got no traction. It's gonna see a nice sunset. Future video, lock up to the rear diff so I can do donuts. Alright, first impression. So wiring, pretty easy. Installation, depending on your application. For me, I need to modify the floor a little bit to get my speed working again, because I'm keeping cable. It does make the difference. Actually, it's an issue for me now because the RPM stays at 1,000 RPM when cruising, slowing down. For me, manual, it's not really good, so I'm gonna have to tune that out. So I have to look into it, but it works. So if you want to see results later on when it actually is tuned properly, I'll probably make another review-ish kind of a video, say how it works, what I need to do, but pretty good so far. So see you next time. So good thing I don't have any carpet in my truck. It's pretty easy, just take the cover off. But as you can see, I'll need to do some modification right here. try to keep it as close as minimum as possible, but it's actually pointing up this way, so it's gonna go in the actual cover. Gonna have to modify the cover also, but it might be pretty good. We'll see. So, trying to modify it, make it fit, tightening it, make sure it's not loose. Actually broke it, so now I'm probably gonna just connect back to the no speed sensor and see if it's, hopefully the speedo will still work. Hopefully I didn't break the sensor, the actual sending unit in the transmission. We'll see. Alright, time to do a quick conclusion here. So I don't know if it's my fault or the product fault, but I already broke it. So the issue I had is so yesterday, so the first part of this video you're going to see, I drove it with without the cable connected to it. Worked fine, didn't see any issue, but when I started working on it again today, thought it was loose. So I tried a few times to tighten it up. So when I tightened it split open and I broke it. So if I'm gonna buy another one, I'm probably gonna buy just a normal one without the cable pass through, because first it doesn't fit, way too long, and I'll probably wait till I actually have an electronic speedometer. So pretty useless if you want to use it for a cable. Another point I want to observe also, the way I got my truck set up, it actually ran worse with the signal. So I'm better off just leave it as is right now and drive it like it is, because it actually runs better. I tuned it that way. So I had to modify more stuff to make it work properly with the electronic speed sensor in it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait until I actually change my dash. That might be in years, I don't even know when. And just keep the cable speedo, and that'll be it. Drive it like I drove it all summer. So some people say you need a electronic speed sensor on your old school transmission. It's false. I actually like it better without. But not saying it's not useful. Could be really useful, especially for logging and all that stuff. So we'll see. And I think that'll be it for today. See you next time.